In this video, we're going to cover off the corrective actions module within 3i Verify. To do that, we're going to take an example of a supplier non-conformance because we found something during inspection or testing. So let's go into the action module. Once we're in the action module, we have a search screen here, which allows us to search by site, title, owner, assigned, and status. We also have some advanced search capabilities as well on priority, affected item, etc. So I'm going to add a new action, and the actions in 3i Verify can be any kind of action. They can be corrective actions, they can be preventative actions, customer complaints, audit non-conformities, etc. But for this example, we're just going to call this action undeclared allergens. This is going to be a corrective action, and here we're going to put the action detail. We will set the owner of this action to my user, and we'll set the assigned user as the demo user in this case. The source could have been observation or testing or audit, and the priority we can set as high in this case due to the potential risks involved, and we need to resolve this by this date here. Notice that to log the action in the system, we only need a small amount of information. Once we have it logged in the system, we can then add detail to that, including things like investigation, etc. So the new action has been added into the system, and here it is here, undeclared allergens in product, and it's ordered automatically by the due date. Let's edit the action and see what we can do in the record itself. So the affected site has already been logged, and a unique reference number has been added into the system. We can set people who we want to follow this because maybe they want updates on any developments with this particular corrective action. We also set escalations so that if nothing's being done within prescribed time periods within this escalation, it will send emails to alert people. The assignment tracking we had already set, and we had set some of the action tracking already. At this stage now, we can then select the supplier or the product name this action refers to, and we can now search for the particular affected product. Down below, we have the main areas of activity around risk assessments, tasks, documents, expected actions, and management actions. So one of the first things we might want to do is do a risk assessment. To do that, we simply select the perspective of risk that we want to assess. And the system will give us a risk rating based on the risk matrix we've defined for that perspective. We can do multiple risk assessments, and again, you can see this is pulling in the relevant risk matrix, and I'll just enter in a justification. Okay, so we get a record of all the risk assessments that have been carried out, by when and by whom, and we can come back at any time and add more risk assessments. On the Tasks tab, we can add particular tasks that we want to take place, for example, an investigation. And for that, we may want to review the documentation around the supplier's allergen control procedures, for example. We may also have a particular investigation procedure that we want to follow, and we can put some additional explanation here. This may be a one-off task, or it might be a recurring task where you can set a scheduled frequency. But for this example, we'll simply set it as a one-off task. We can have reminder emails being sent to the assigned user, and we click Save. This will now add the task into the list, and again, we can add multiple tasks in here. Emails are sent to the assigned user in every case, and they would log in and start the task. They can edit the task and update details and complete the task as and when they have done that. Any documents that result from the investigation or any other supporting information can be uploaded into the system. So this might be the investigation report, for example. We'll just put that under records, and we can go ahead and select that document. We can put an expiry date on that document again and put a tag on the document so we can search at a later stage via reporting. So multiple documents can be added. Expected outcomes for this corrective action can be defined, and also management actions can be defined. We might want to review the allergen policy, and we might also want to increase the frequency of testing. So the owner of the action can close the record, but only once all tasks and outstanding management actions have been completed. So we get a message here to tell us we can't close it just yet. The assigned user can never close any action which is assigned to them. They can only set it to pending closure. So if they were logged in, and they would only see open and pending closure status. So I'm just going to complete these tasks so we can close this record. You'll notice with management actions, I can now edit them and click completed. And only once outstanding tasks and management actions have been completed can I now close and then save this action. So in this way, we have a very powerful tool for quickly logging and then recording everything to do with any kind of action, be it a non-conformity, customer complaint, a food safety issue, health and safety issue, even records about employees and other things in the system such as documents and suppliers, etc. So this concludes the brief demonstration of the action module in 3i Verify.